I'm sorry, but you're not her daughter anymore. That's what my mom told me when I came home from college for Thanksgiving. She meant it. I wish she was drunk or joking, but no. She looked me dead in the eyes and said it like she was assigning seats on a plane. And the worst part? She said it in front of Madison. Madison, her stepdaughter. The girl who had been living in my old room, wearing my clothes, calling my mom Mom. My name's Kayla. I'm 21, a junior in college, majoring in psych. I know, ironic. My dad died when I was 10. Car accident. After that, it was just me and my mom, and I honestly thought we had a Gilmore Girls thing going. Matching mugs, inside jokes, road trips. We used to watch bad dating shows and roast the contestants until we were crying laughing. But somewhere between high school graduation and sophomore year of college, something shifted. It started small. Missed calls. Short replies. Can't talk right now. She started dating this guy named Brian. Fine. Cool. She deserves to be happy. But suddenly, weekends I came home, Brian was always there. And then his daughter started showing up. Madison, 17, long hair, lip gloss, that perfect teen drama villain face. She was polite, but in the way that felt competitive, like she was performing, and my mom was loving it. First, it was, can Madison borrow your dress for her formal? Then, I gave Madison your old room since you're not here much. Then, Kayla, you're being selfish. Madison's had it rough, too. At Thanksgiving, I came home after 8 hours on a bus, expecting a hug, a pie, anything, and found Madison sitting at the head of the table, carving the turkey. My mom handed her the knife, like she was passing a crown. The chair next to my mom? Taken. The plate with my name on it? Gone. And when I asked, joking, but not really, did you replace me? She looked at me, dead serious, and said, Kayla, you've moved on. Madison's here now. She needs me. I stood there, frozen, while Madison smiled at me. Not smug, just victorious. And then she said, you can still stay, if you don't make it weird. I should have left. But I stayed. And I wish I hadn't. Because what I found in my room that night changed everything. Conflict. I opened the door to my old room and nearly gagged. First of all, it wasn't my room anymore. My posters? Torn down. Books? Shoved into a dusty box under the bed. That pillow with the picture of me and mom from my senior year? Gone. Instead, the wall now had a photo of Madison in her prom dress. Candles, makeup, little trophies, fairy lights, and on the bed, wide open, one of my old journals. Yeah, she read them. Openly. One was lying right there, splayed open like she'd just gotten up to pee and planned to come back for more. I grabbed it. The page was from 10th grade, a night after I had a stupid fight with mom. It read, sometimes I'm scared that if I stop being the perfect daughter, she'll just find another one. Manifestation successful. Congratulations, past me. I walked out into the hallway, shaking, chest tight, stomach twisted into a knot. Mom was in the kitchen, laughing. With her. With Madison. Like they were having girls' night. And I was the forgotten mail carrier delivering bad energy. Mom? Can I talk to you? She turned, clearly annoyed. Now's not a good time. We're watching a movie. Did you give Madison my journals? They were under the bed. I figured you didn't want them. That doesn't make them public property, Mom. Kayla, please don't start. You always blow things out of proportion. No, you replaced me. Don't say that. You left. You're an adult now. Madison, she still needs me. And that word, needs, hit me harder than anything else. And what am I? Furniture? Outdated software? The daughter formerly known as Kayla? I walked back into my room, her room, and locked the door. I cried. Not because of the drama. Because of the emptiness. Because my place, my role, my identity, had been vacuum sealed and shipped to someone else. Climax. The next morning, my mom called me in for breakfast. Pancakes. With strawberries. My favorite. Madison was already at the table, scrolling through her phone with one leg tucked under the other like she owned the place. I sat down. Awkward silence. Then suddenly, Madison chirped. By the way, Kayla, I saw your text to Ethan. Excuse me? On your old iPad. You're still logged in. That was your ex, right? You went through my messages? Well, maybe you should have logged out. I turned to my mom. You let her go through my stuff? Kayla, calm down. It's not like you were using it. So that gives her the right to invade my privacy? Can you not start a fight at breakfast? I stood up, fists clenched, heart pounding. I'm not starting anything. I'm just realizing it's already over. Kayla, don't be dramatic. No, you chose her, and that's fine. But don't expect me to sit here and pretend this is normal. You're still my daughter. No, I'm a guest, a stranger, someone you used to love. And with that, I grabbed my bag, shoved my journals in, wheeled my suitcase down the hall like a damn ghost. No one followed me. No one stopped me. No one said goodbye. But when the front door slammed shut behind me, it echoed like a thunderclap across every year of my childhood. I spent that night in a dingy motel, curled up in an itchy blanket that smelled like bleach and shame. The next morning, I checked my phone. One notification, a message from Madison, a photo, Mom and Madison at a fancy restaurant. Cake on the table, frosting spelled out, to my only daughter. The caption, you freed up the space. Thanks, smiley face. I stared at it until my vision blurred. And then I thought, I could go no contact, block them both, pretend none of this ever happened. Or I could uncover what Madison is hiding. Because I knew something. A secret, one I hadn't told anyone. And it might just burn their perfect little fairy tale to the ground. Resolution. I knew Madison had a secret. And not the, oh no, she texts boys after midnight kind. Something big. Because 3 months ago, back when I still mattered in that house, I saw something. She came home late, crying, mascara streaked down her face. My mom wasn't there, so she begged me not to tell. Said she'd done something really bad. I comforted her. Back then, I thought we could bond, build something. What a joke. She told me a little. Enough. That night, I texted my old high school friend Dylan. He still lived in town. Still worked at the pharmacy. Hey, you remember Madison Johnson? Any chance you ever saw her behind the counter? Like, using a fake name? He sent me one word. Yes. Turns out, she'd been using an older girl's expired ID to buy something behind my mom's back, regularly. The kind of something that required discretion. The kind of something that would explain the breakdown, the crying, the begging not to tell. I waited. Sat on this information like a loaded weapon. The confrontation. It was the following weekend. I went back. Yes, back to the house. No warning. No suitcase. Madison opened the door. You're not invited. I know. I just have something to drop off. Is it your dignity? No, just receipts. I stepped inside. She tried to block me. I brushed past her. My mom was in the kitchen again, where she always was, acting like she lived inside a Pinterest board and not a house with gaping emotional holes. Kayla, she said, surprised. What are you doing here? I brought something. Something your only daughter should probably know. I pulled out the small envelope. Inside, 3 printed receipts from the pharmacy, all within a 6-week period. All matching purchases, all under a fake name. She looked at them, then at Madison. Madison's face turned pale. What is this? Mom asked slowly. Ask her, I said. You absolute snake, Madison hissed. You replaced me, and I didn't say a word. But I won't let you lie to her face while she pretends you're some innocent little replacement. Madison tried to speak, stumbled, finally snapped. Fine. I had an abortion. Happy now? I was 17, and I couldn't tell Dad because he'd lose his mind. So I went to some sketchy clinic out of town, and I needed the pills and... She turned to my mom. I didn't tell you because I knew you'd look at me different, but I never meant to replace her. That's just something you did. Silence. I didn't gloat, didn't smirk. I just stood there and waited to see who my mother would become in this moment. She cried, held Madison, said, I'm so sorry you went through that alone. And then she turned to me. You didn't have to do this. That broke me. Not because it was cruel, because it was true. I didn't have to, but I needed her to see that the girl she'd replaced me with wasn't perfect, wasn't better, wasn't a fresh start, just another broken person. Like me. I left without another word. It's been 6 weeks. I haven't heard from my mom. Not even a Merry Christmas. But I got a DM on Instagram last night. From Madison. Just one sentence. I think I'm pregnant again. So tell me, was I ever the villain? Or just the disposable daughter?